see you. My name is Heidi and this is Crochet podcast video blogcast or something like that. I am filming this in Tampere, Finland. Hello. And this episode is a little bit different because this is my birthday episode and I have a giveaway at the end of this episode. Idea for this birthday episode came to me end of summer because I realized that I have been doing these videos for 3 years now and I have a birthday this Sunday. So, I just had to combine those two. So it's my birthday and this podcast turns 3 years. So, of course, that means that we have to celebrate and I have the first giveaway of this podcast. I have one giveaway in this English episode and another one in the Finnish episode. But the main prize, so I will pick a winner in both episodes. And but the main prize is the same in both episodes. But let's talk about that more in the end of this episode. But in this episode, I am not talking about my current whips or finished objects. This is about my crochet history. What I have been doing the past 11 years that I have been crocheting like a maniac. And of course, I'm not going to show you everything that I have been crocheting during the years. Some of my favorites. Yes. I hope you enjoy. And I will put all the links below. Some of these I have more information in my blog or in Ravelry, but I'm not sure about, there are some items that there's no information in English, so I apologize that, but if you have any questions, you can contact me and ask of course those. Okay, let's go on with down the memory lane. Where did it all begin 11 years ago? 11 years ago I had 2 boys and I remember that we were I was visiting with the boys in our mother-in-law and I was going through some magazines and then I saw 2 crocheted animals and before that I haven't crocheted or knitted but in elementary school, so a long time ago. And when I saw those animals in the magazine, I just wanted to make those, and in the next day I went to buy a crochet hook and yarns for these cute animals. I think now I don't remember which one I made first, but let's talk about this giraffe first. So this was the first item that I have crocheted since in my adulthood. It's 11 years old. It has been in good use. And the boy is now 14 years old. That I crocheted this too. Yeah, I think this is so cute. Giraffe. And to his little brother, who is now 12, almost 13, I made this kangaroo. What do you think? I think these are adorable creatures. The funny part is this, that I didn't use, you know, the stuffing that I use nowadays. How do you say it? But I used pumpuli, but I don't know what that is in English now. The thing that you took from a little bit from a bag, you know, plastic bag, and then you like clean your face with it. So I have stuffed these animals with that, and not that stuffing that you use nowadays. I didn't own any stuffing at that point, so I had that pumpuli, and I used it to stuff these. Yeah, but these were the first crochet objects 11 years ago, and I like these a lot. That was then I got pregnant with our girl, and of course I couldn't do anything for the first 3 months. But I think I have mentioned before that I, when I was expecting her, I saw this granny square blanket in a club that we used to go with the children, and I saw this granny square blanket with another mother and her child, and I was like, oh my god, my girl, or my baby, I didn't know it was a girl at that point, our baby needs a granny square blanket also. So of course I had to do it, and after that it was crochet mania with the big time. So this is my first crochet blanket ever for our unborn baby. And it's funny, I have noticed since that I have done these squares a little bit wrong. I have only taken the back loop only when I have crocheted row, or that, yeah, only the back loop, because I didn't know. Luckily there was YouTube tutorials back in 2010, so that I could check how to do single crochet, double crochet, and so on. But yeah, my first granny square, and actually, yeah, my first granny square blanket. So this was 2010 in the summer that I finished this, and our baby was born in November, so she's turning 11 in few weeks time. And the yarn is Novita Luxus Cotton. They don't manufacture this yarn anymore, and this was also Luxus Cotton from Novita. That was easy to access from supermarkets here in Finland. So really nice memories with this blanket. And as you can see, there is some pink squares. And first I started to make these yellow-green squares, but then we were in Ultra and they said that it's going to be a girl, so I had the courage to make some pink squares also. Yeah, really liking this, and maybe someday it will be in use again. I have a blanket stack here and I want to go those through. There's few blankets that I haven't shown you, but I think most of the blankets I have showed in these episodes. But let's go through those quickly because I realized that I have amazing blankets. But first this. This is a doll's blanket that I made 2012. Yes, for the girl's doll. For the girl's doll. I really like these colors. They are so bright, and the inspiration for this came from Nikki Trent's book. I don't know what the Finnish name is Uudet ja iloiset virkkausideat. New and happy crochet ideas. Nikki Trent. And these flowers, I love these flowers. Oh, and these colors. Oh, really nice. The yarn is 7 Brothers from Novita. This has been in good use also. And 10 to the blanket that took me 4 years to be finished. It's this one. So I started this in 2011. Yes, we were about to build our own house where we live now, and I wanted to make a blanket for our living room. And first I started to knit it. Yeah, knit it, but I didn't like the outcome of those blocks. So I changed it to crochet and into these hexagon shapes. And the yarn is self-striping Novita. And so I didn't have to, sew in the ends after every row because it was self-striping yarn. And how do I show you? Where this pink is, it's the yarn that it's also Novita self-striping yarn, and it has some pink in it. It's the yarn that I combined the squares. Where can I show you? So here there is a self-striping yarn that has brown, 2 browns, grey and some white. 2 tones of grey, 2 tones of brown and white was the self-striping yarn. And the one that I combined the squares with has a how do you say it? Light grey, this pink and dark grey. Yes, so this has 172 hexagon blocks. And this is huge. And I love it still. So I started to make this 2011 and I finished it 2015 because life happens, and it wasn't ready when we moved. It was ready 2 years after we moved in, but it doesn't matter. It's a beautiful blanket and it fits perfectly to our living room. And I love these pink shades. You know me, I love pink. So this is the most $172 pieces. Yeah. But this was fun to make and I love it. And almost every weekend I take a nap under this blanket. And I want to quickly, so I think those were the blankets that I haven't shown you before. So quick through out with the blankets that may have been visible in these vlogs. This is Molla Mills pattern. I made this to my crochet corner. So when I crochet and watch other podcasts, I have this on my lap. And I will, to the show notes, I will add all the links that where I have mentioned this before, so you can check more details about this. Well, I don't call this as a blanket, I call this a throw. Lap. How do you say? Lap throw or lap Afghan? But yeah, I love this. The yarn is local Pirkka yarn. But I'm sure that you recognize Molla Mills from this balloon motif. Really liking this also. And this, I think you recognize this. This is my first Attic 24 blanket. This was the Sweet Pea blanket, and I think this was January 19. Yes. And I made this to our summer oasis. But I have lots of material about this in my previous episodes from the beginning of 2019. And I think you recognize this also. This is my second Lucy's blanket. This is the Dahlia blanket that I made for my girl in the beginning of 2020. Yes, January 2020. And the yarns in both of these is Stylecraft Special DK. But I have lots of information about this also in my previous episodes. And this also, I think you remember, this is Traveling Afghan that I started right after Dahlia blanket and in the spring 2020. But I finished this, was it December 2020, because of my hand injury in that year. this was fun to make, and I have lots of material about this blanket also in my previous podcasts. The yarn in this one is also, this is Novita 7 Brothers. Oh, and this is I designed this square, not for the blanket itself, but I just wanted to replace a square that I didn't like so much. So I designed this myself, and if you are interested, it can be found from Ravelry as a free download. Yes. But this is very warm and cozy blanket. And one of my favorites, I think you remember this too, is the tonal duck blanket for my son. Yes, I started to make this right after the traveling Afghan was finished. I got a huge inspiration to make a blanket to my oldest son, who loves tonal duck. And this is C2C technique, made from about 50 blocks. But information about this blanket can also be found from my previous podcasts. Yes, but this is my ultimate favorite, I think, after the first hexagon blanket. So those are all the blankets that I have made during the 11 years. It's not a much, because I know that some crocheters make a blanket per month, I think. But I think I still have one blanket to make to my middle son, because he doesn't have a blanket yet. But someday the inspiration comes and I will make a blanket for him too. Sorry. Few more items that I want to mention are these little things. I think crochet is a best craft to make all sorts of nice little things. I had times that I made pouches, a lot of pouches, and I have given pouches as a gift to my friends, family, kindergarten teachers, you name it. And but this is my pouch that I have made, how many years ago? This was 2016 that I made this, 5 years ago, and it's still like a new. This is Novita yarn Kotiväki Kartano with 2mm hook, and look, it's just perfect. It says here Crochet Mania. And this pouch is always in my bag. Every day I carry this with me, and it's just perfect still. It has a zipper, and this yarn they don't manufacture this yarn anymore, but luckily I have lots and lots of it in my stash. So when I want to make a pouch, I can make a pouch with the yarn that is awesome. It doesn't, you know, you can see the time in this pouch, and I just love those hearts. And another pouch that I want to show you is my wallet. I have made this 10 years ago. Is it 10 years ago? Yes, it is 10 years ago. And look, I can't understand it. And some items just, you know, lasts forever, which is a good thing. And I haven't ever thought that I should buy a new wallet or make a new wallet, because this is just perfect. I have all my cards here, because nowadays you just have your cards and no cash. But this yarn is from out overseas, Brno, when we visited my husband's brother's family in Brno, and I visited a yarn shop there, and this is a merino wool acrylic blend. But you know, 10 years I have been carrying this in my bag with this and all other stuff, and they are still perfect. Just amazing piece of crochet. I think. Yes, amazing, I think. And there's still 2 items that I want to show you. And of course, I have lots and lots of baskets. I have made rugs, and I have made more amigurumis for the children, and Christmas ornaments. But I just had to choose something that I want to show here, and perhaps in the episode where I announce the winners of the giveaway, I will bring more items that are my favorite makes. But the 2 last favorite makes from the past years are these dresses. These are made for our girl. This I made when she was 6 months old. This is, yeah, I made this 2011 for her to a birthday party, and I made this in one weekend. I started this on Friday, and it was finished by Sunday, when the party was. You might say that I had some mania about to finish it. And the funny part was, of course, that she couldn't walk at that point, so it was a little bit difficult, but she wore it a few times. I love it. The yarn is Coats cotton mix. I don't know I don't think they don't manufacture this yarn anymore. And this was the pattern was in our Finnish craft magazine. But I really love it, and this hangs in my crochet corner to remind me of different times. Okay, and another dress that I made for the girl is this. This was for her first birthday. The yarn is Hiertegarns cotton number 8, and this was really big for her at the first birthday. The length was to her ankles. Luckily she could walk already, so it was okay, but this was way too big for her, And I think she wore this when she was over 2 years old, I think, as a tunic, you know. But really nice dress. And I haven't done any dresses after this one, but I think this is a nice memory, and maybe someday there is a little girl that can wear this also. So these were the items that I chose to show you today. And if you have any questions, you are most welcome to ask me, of course. And like I said, the idea was not to show everything that I have done, because then we would be here many hours. So now about the giveaway, because this is a crochet vlog, although nowadays I'm also knitting, but because this is a mainly has been crochet vlog, the giveaway is about related to crochet. You must know Molla Mills. She has made 5 books. These are in Finnish, but I think these all are published also in English. And the giveaway, my giveaway is the new Molla Mills book. She is publishing a new book now, in few weeks' time. Line Publishing, the women's behind Line magazine, they are also publishing books, and they are publishing Molla Mills' new book. Unfortunately, I don't have any copy of the book right here, because it's not out of the printers yet. There have been some difficulties due to the global pandemic that is causing delays also in manufacturing books. But it should be here. It should be published in months' time. But so I will give away one Molla Mills English book, the new book. It has 24 or 23 new patterns, new crochet patterns from Molla Mills. So you can enter this giveaway by commenting below. And I would like to hear how do you like to crochet or knit or both, and how long have you been doing that? So answering that questions is your ticket to the giveaway. And I don't think it's next episode. I think it's at some point I will draw the winner, and I will of course podcast, and I hope that I have the book right here with me, you know, at that point. So comment to this episode if you want to participate the giveaway. Leave a comment below. Do you crochet or knit or both, and how long have you been doing it? That is your ticket to the giveaway. Yeah, was that clear? So leave a comment and you have a chance to win Molla Mills' new new book that is coming out end of October, beginning of November. Yes, I'm so excited. I love Molla Mills. I have all the 5 books, and I have made some items of those, and perhaps in the episode that I will draw the winner, I will show you some of my Molla Mills makes. Okay, I think this was the content of this episode. I hope you liked my Down in the Memory Lane episode, and I hope you participate to this giveaway. And of course, it would be very nice if you subscribe my channel also. And I think the next episode will be updating about my current projects, my WIPs and finished objects, and episode after that will be the announcing the giveaway winner. Yes. Okay, that's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you are all well and enjoying the autumn or spring, whatever seasonal thing you have in your country. Oh, and of course I would like to know, where do you live? Yeah. So I will post the giveaway prize to anywhere. So it would be, of course, like if you could comment, do you like to knit or crochet or both, and how long have you been doing it, and where do you live? That would be nice to know also. But anyway, that doesn't matter where you live. I'm just curious, and I will post the giveaway prize anywhere in the world. Yeah. Okay. See you next time. Bye bye.